하나, 둘, 셋.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming to my speech. Today, I will be talking about cultural communication barrier at workplace. You may already know or have heard numerous times how significant it is to be an effective communicator at workplace. Being able to effectively communicate is one of the most essential skills that needed to be performed at workplace all the time. And yet, oftentimes, even a simple message cannot be effectively delivered to a person. One of the most common communication barrier in workplace is cultural communication barrier, as Thomas Bradman states in his book. The world is black. The world is becoming boundless as we move forward to globalized society, and many companies nowadays operate multinationally and employs mixture of diverse group of ethnic people. As most of us are now graduating after this quarter or have graduated already, many of us are looking for a job and we might potentially end up working at one of these multinational companies where they are a mixture of different ethnicity. To prevent such potential conflict with cultural communication barrier at workplace, first, we have to make sure that we understand each other and acknowledging the difference. We should also be aware of and develop intercultural sensitivity to avoid any conflicts. Knowing differences in cultural behaviors and nonverbal communication will also be helpful for removing cultural communication barrier. Cultural communication barrier can go beyond spoken language. Language in general can be learned over time, but culture cannot be learned as fast as language because it is embedded into each individual's lives based on their places of origin and how they grow up. Tara Dogan from Demand Media says in her article, Strategies for Dealing with Intercultural Communication, that the first step of understanding each other is by accepting differences. She states that by discouraging behavior that makes people feel excluded or unwanted, companies can help prevent stereotyping and demeaning jokes or remarks. In contrast, companies can benefit by encouraging people to express their cultural identity. For example, employees can occasionally share ethnic food for lunch or and express their cultural identity through food. Similarly, it can be applied to holiday gift exchanges for items with cultural symbolism, meaning, and unique. Cultures differ from one to another. One culture may value working individually when others may value working in groups. For example, feeling of personal space can be different from culture to culture. In some cultures, talking to a person in close distance can be comfortable, while it may create discomfort in other cultures. Additionally, how each culture treats women and how each culture perceives time varies by culture to culture. These are just some of examples that cultural differences can create communication barrier at workplace. Encouraging cultural diversity by developing intercultural sensitivity and acknowledging differences of others will help company to get rid of cultural communication barriers. Some cultures have excessive body gestures when they are talking to a person, when other cultures have moderate or no body gestures at all. Many East Asian countries and Arab countries, such as China, Korea, and Japan, tend to have not many body gestures. When they are communicating, they tend to listen quietly and think inside. Western cultures, such as United States and Western European countries, generally have moderate body gestures when they are communicating. They tend to directly look at the eyes when they talk to someone. If someone does not look at the eyes, they believe that they are hiding something. Other cultures, such as Turkey, Italy, Caribbean, and Mediterranean countries, have excessive body gestures. They like to express their body motion when they communicate and touch a lot. In order to reduce cultural communication barrier at workplace, you must know opponent culture and adjust to their comfort zone. Managing cultural communication barrier at workplace is critical to success of business and forming better interpersonal relationship between employees. Acknowledging the differences and understanding others will help you form better relationship. Developing intercultural sensitivity will make you respect others, avoid potential conflicts. Knowing differences in nonverbal communication will prevent you from misbehavior of other cultures. Learning and practicing such technique will help you make you better potential candidate for employee. Thank you.